Hi, I'm Blair Casey. Most people are surprised when they find out I'm a living donor. Not because they don't know what it is, but because they assume there must have been this big dramatic moment where I felt called to do it. The truth is, it wasn't dramatic at all. I'm a firefighter and a medic. I've spent my career responding when things go wrong, when someone else is having the worst day of their life. So when the opportunity came up to donate part of my liver, my first thought wasn't heroic or emotional. It was simple. If I can help, why wouldn't I? I saw a friend's plea for her father on Facebook, noticed we were the same blood type, and reached out. A handful of days of running tests, and then a month later, I was donating. My recipient is a retired police officer. In a couple of days, we will celebrate our 6th liver anniversary. We are still in touch, and I gained a new family because of the donation. Donating part of your liver is a major surgery. It's weeks of recovery, it's pain, uncertainty, and a long list of what-ifs that nobody really prepares you for. You have to be okay with the fact that you're volunteering to be the patient. You're choosing to step out of control. And for someone like me, someone who's usually running the call, giving the orders, making decisions, that was harder than the surgery itself. One thing that did help me, both in being selected and in recovery, was my athletic background. I've competed in everything from 5Ks to 50Ks, precision rifle series matches, run and gun events, and various traditional sports. Training has always been a big part of my life. Not because I want to win anything, but because I believe in being ready, physically and mentally. That foundation mattered. It showed up in the evaluation process and how my body handled the stress of the surgery and how I approached recovery. I understood discipline, I understood patience, I understood that progress doesn't come overnight, and that sometimes the smartest move is listening to your body and letting it heal. Because of my job, I've had the privilege of doing things most people never will. I've pulled people out of burning buildings. I've worked cardiac arrest and watched people come back to life in the back of an ambulance. I delivered babies in this world with nothing more but gloves and adrenaline. But I don't count any of those as saves. Those moments matter, and I'm proud of the work. But in those situations, I was part of a system. Training, teamwork, timing, and a little bit of luck all played a role. I showed up, I did my job, and I went home. This was different. When people ask me how many lives I've saved, I always tell them the same thing. I have one save, and it came from donation. There's a scar down the middle of my abdomen now, and most people see scars and think about what happened to you. This one's different. This scar represents something I chose. It's a reminder that at some point in my life, I decided that another human being's chance to live was worth temporary pain, fear, and inconvenience on my end. But I never once regretted it. Because on the other side of that pain was life. Someone else getting more time, more birthdays, more ordinary days that most of us take for granted. That's the part that stays with me. Being a donor didn't make me special. It reminded me of something I already believed. That service doesn't always look like a uniform, that strength isn't always loud, and that sometimes the most meaningful thing you'll ever do is something nobody else sees, except the person whose life you helped to save. If you take anything from my story, let it be this. You don't have to be fearless to do something brave, you just have to be willing. And if a scar is a price of giving someone else more time to live, I'd pay it again every time.